Alright, I'm back, and I turned on the lights because I was getting tired of recording in the dark. So, yeah, alright. So where we left off was one ensemble. We just finished our second concert, our last concert of the semester, and we're about to go on tour. Which last spring they went on tour, and then they get to do it again this fall with me. So yeah, so after that concert, I pretty much packed everything. We were leaving the same day, so pretty much packed all my clothes and luggage up and then into my car. And then after that, I made it back to the EFA. It's called the EFA because, yeah, whatever. So the bus was already here and it was a nice one, really nice from the outside and the inside, really good. So yeah, after that, I get loaded up into the bus, luggage underneath. I have my backpack with me, so yeah, and then after that, some my flute stand partner decided to sit with me, and then decided to ditch me as soon as we get into Abilene. So yeah, but first let's start at the beginning. So it was raining that day, so it was a not a gloomy it was a gloomy day outside for the entire day, and then it started raining, and then after everyone was here, we did roll call, and yeah, pretty much left from San Angelo all the way up to Wichita Falls, which like a 3 hour trip up there. So, and everything's all fine and dandy. I tried going to sleep, couldn't, but I was there listening to my music and all that. So, yeah. Think we took a detour. Think we made a wrong turn somewhere between Abilene and San Angelo. We were supposed to hop on 277, but something happened. I don't remember, but we hopped on 277, and then for some reason we passed by. I think it was the Air Force base that's based off of Abilene. I don't know the name. I drove past by it many times when going to Dallas, but I don't remember. I don't know the name. So yeah, and we hopped on I-20 west of Abilene. I think we're right in between Abilene and Merkel, right around there. So yeah, and then we hopped on back on 277, which is strange. I don't, whatever. Bus driver wants to explore, but oh well. And then I think we stopped in Albany at a gas station. I think it was an Allsups where everyone hopped off. Some people stayed on the bus. It was still pouring rain at this point, and yeah. What else happened? What else happened? Everyone, well, a few majority of the people decided to get off the bus, use the restroom, buy snacks, just in case. And yeah, I didn't because, well, I am not going out there in the pouring rain. First of all, I think I did step outside for a little bit, but nope, it was pretty much pouring rain from San Angelo all the way to Wichita Falls. So great. So after everyone got back on, we loaded the bus. After everyone got back on, hit the road again, and I think I actually fell asleep that time because what I remember is that when I woke up, we were already almost there to Wichita Falls. So, like, dang, I took a power nap. So we arrived at Wichita Falls. I don't know what time. It might have been midnight at this point. It was still raining, and I was tired at this point. So I think I got I got my three other roommates. So it was me, another flute player, a Barry sax, and then a French horn player. So just us guys. It was a very awkward moment because we didn't know each other. Because, well, I knew everyone, but everyone else didn't know everyone. So it's kind of oh well. And I think I took a shower that night. I passed out. I just passed out, and Yeah, the next one, I think we woke up I woke up right around, might have been 5:30 or 6. I don't know what time. It might have been 6 a.m. Everyone woke up. Some guys took a shower. I did. We pretty much wore our university shirts that our director provided us. It was a black and blue Angela State University Well Ensemble shirt, long sleeve because it was cold during that time. So yeah, it also got pretty humid, or it also got pretty warm during that time as well. So yeah, and this also took place in November, so it's gonna be cold no matter what. So yeah, we woke up, we met everyone, the rest of the Well Ensemble downstairs in the lobby eating breakfast, and yeah, I called my mom that morning saying that we arrived like at midnight, and then I called her when she was getting ready for work. So yeah, I also called my sister. Oh no, I didn't call my sister. Pretty much texted her like good morning at 6 a.m. right around 6:30. I don't know what time. But after we got breakfast, we loaded the buses and headed to our first school to perform. And this first school we performed was, I believe it was Wichita. It's one of the eastern schools. It's one of the newer high schools. Was it Legacy or Memorial? I think it was Wichita Falls Legacy High School. We played for them, and yeah, pretty much ran through everything. Talked about Our director talked to the students about what we do, what we're like, and all that. And then after the end of the performance, we got the opportunity to talk to the students about what it's like at Angelo State and what St. Angelo's like, and pretty much to promote the university at that point. So yeah, after that first performance, we loaded the buses, we loaded the trailer, headed to our next school, which on the west side of Wichita Falls, which was Memorial, I think. I might get the two mixed up. Oh well. But yeah, we played for Wichita Falls Memorial and Legacy. We put at this point. I think Memorial was on the west side of Wichita Falls. We played for Memorial, and the band hall like almost identical to the one at Legacy. So yeah, we played for them, interacted, loaded the buses, loaded the trailer, and then yeah, and then at that point, I think it was right around almost lunchtime. Might have been still like 10:30 or so, 10:45. We waited on the bus until 11 to go to this pizza place in Wichita Falls, and yeah. Um, After we were good to go, left we left the memorial and headed to the pizza place. I already forgot what its name, but oh well. After that, we arrived there. The sun was out, so good. And I pretty much sat at two tables. The first table I sat with, which was my best friend, which was my friend at that time, and we're still friends at this point. So our friend's table, but it was kind of like random. It was kind of like a random instruments. It's people from the one ensemble. It's people from the one ensemble that I did not know very well. So after that, I moved to my flutes. The table I sat with the flutes. Not all six of us, but in the one ensemble in the fall for the one ensemble, there was hold on, I'm trying to think. There were six flutes, including me, so me plus five more other flutes, and I sat with the flutes that were second chair, third chair, and fourth chair, and I was fifth chair, so pretty much all four of us, we were all flutes, so we pretty much sat together. We pretty much did stuff all together during that trip. People are lighting fireworks, and it's not even July 4th, it's July 5th. Oh well, whatever. So I sat with them, pretty much say, "Did you get bored at the other table?" I said, "Yeah, really bored. I got bored really quickly." So yeah, pretty much left that table and went to go sit with my other flute mates. So after lunch, we loaded the buses and we headed to perform for our final school of the day, which was Wichita Falls City View, which kind of like a high school. It's kind of like an elementary school plus a high school plus a middle school combined in one. So yeah, we played for I think sixth graders, and they were all shocked, like, oh. I think one of the sixth graders called one of our open players, "What is that weird looking clarinet?" So the one ensemble pretty much all laughed, and she got like, oh. Her reaction was priceless. So yeah, and our director had us pick out random people out in the section for show and tell. So yeah, we pretty much did a show and tell for these kids and students. So yeah, I'm gonna remember that forever. Sorry to the, I know her name, but sorry, I had to bring that up. If you watch this video, sorry. So yeah, and then after that, we loaded the trailer, we loaded the buses, and then we headed back to the hotel. And then, oh man, we were going to Dallas and Buc-ee's. So I was like, yes. So, and our director said, on the itinerary, it said we had an hour of break. So, but he scratched that. He wanted to go there as fast as possible. So I was like, yes. So I pretty much, what did I wear? I think I wore this shirt, Texas Tech, blue jeans, my shoes, and then my cowboy hat. I'll put a picture up here where I took a picture with a bunch of my friends and a bunch of other wind ensemble players. So yeah, and then after that, pretty much explored Buc-ee's. I think but before that happened, we changed down in the hotel, and yeah, I pretty much had my cowboy hat, blue sunglasses, Texas Tech shirt, blue jeans, and my shoes. So I was feeling pretty cowboyish that day during that part of that day. So yeah, loaded the buses, and we headed straight for Fort Worth and Dallas. So I also took a nap. I also passed out, but it was like for a very short time. So yeah, it was also kind of good to have a seat by myself because, well, yeah, but oh well, don't matter. And then I pretty much was hyped up about that we were in Fort Worth. I was listening to country music. I was feeling it. So I also messaged my friend, like, I pretty much screamed Fort Worth as loud. I didn't scream obviously in the bus, but I texted my friend Fort Worth in all caps with with a cowboy hat, I think, cowboy hat emoji, so something like that. So yeah, we were pretty hyped up that day. I was pretty hyped up. We stopped at Buc-ee's, and then you know I was feeling pretty Texan, pretty cowboyish that day. So I bought me a Dr Pepper, a brisket sandwich from Buc-ee's, and I think I like a 2 taco burritos, chicken fajita and beef fajitas, and they are good. God, this is why I want to go back to Buc-ee's. So yeah, and then after that we pretty much felt like felt like a back home trip for me, but not really. And then you know we were traveling through the metroplex, reminding me of home because Dallas is my birthplace. My birthtown is my home city. So yeah, it felt surreal to be back in Dallas. that's not family related. So yeah, felt pretty good. And then uh, we got our tickets, got our seats. We were gonna watch a Dallas Stars hockey game, which I didn't understand hockey at that point, but it was men's sports, so I pretty much scream at any sporting event. So yeah, and unfortunately the Dallas Stars did lose, which I'm not gonna. Dallas will continue to disappoint me in sports. So yeah, and when when the Dallas Star did score, I pretty much screamed "Let's go" as humanly possible, as loud as humanly possible. So yeah, and Jesus. After that, after the game, pretty much walked back with my friend who I messaged for, where I pretty much screamed for with in all caps. Walked with my friend, and then back to the bus, and then pretty much met everyone there, and then we loaded the buses. It was a pretty fun trip to Dallas, and then we loaded the buses. We hit the road back to Bucky's, or we stopped at Bucky's just to use a break. And yeah, I think I bought a vanilla pudding or banana pudding, might have been that, and then the Dr Pepper again. So yeah, after that, as soon as we left Bucky's, I passed out. Like, I when I wake up, we were already almost there to Wichita Falls, so I was pretty tired of that day. So yeah, after we got back to the hotel, I think it was like at 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. at this point. We fell asleep, and thank God the director didn't have to. We didn't have to wake up till like 9 a.m. At the next day because we were all tired and we got back late. So slept in a little bit, not much, but a little bit in, and then after that, uh, we headed to our next two schools, I believe. Yeah, we did two schools, and then first we went to Vernon, which was a pretty decently long trip. Which not gonna lie, and I need to charge my computer. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Computer's plugged in, and yeah, where we left off. So our first trip, our first school we went to was Vernon High School. Again, it was a pretty decently long trip. I think it was like an hour away. So yeah, we performed for their school, their high school, and where did we perform in? I forgot. For Vernon, I think we played in their band hall, which was pretty old, but hey, it is what it is. So we played for their students, and I think we played for their high school and middle school band students. So yeah, played for them both. And then after that, then we got done performing, interactions again, socializing, and then after that, we went to lunch, which we stopped at a Walmart. Thank God Vernon has a Walmart. So went to Walmart. I got like chicken bites and a bag of chips and a Dr. Pepper. So yeah, that was my lunch right there. And then our next stop was down the road in Electra, Texas, for Electra High School. We pretty much played in a nice auditorium. It was like their gym, and they had their main stage, and they had their cafeteria. So yeah, we played on that. We played for the students. I'll pretty much put a picture right there, what it looked like, and from our point of view. And yeah, after that, again, socialize. Electra High School. I'm gonna remember that school forever because I met one of their flute players and some of their students, and pretty much they were the most funniest kids that I've met. So that's why I'm gonna remember them forever. So yeah, Electra was something. They were fun. So after that, we went after after we got done in Electra, we went back to the hotel. I think we chilled out for like a couple hours till dinner. And then we went to dinner at this buffet, Chinese buffet. And then I sat with my three other flute mates, all four of us as per usual, and yeah, and the food there is pretty good. I first time tried sushi, so yeah, that's a first. And after that, pretty much headed back to the dorm or back to the hotel room, after we were done, and then clocked out for the night. And then the next day, our final day, um, checked out of the hotel. We loaded the buses, and then we headed to our first school up north of Wichita Falls in Burnett, Texas. We played for their band in their band hall. Their band hall is small, so it was kind of tight to fit the one ensemble in there. So, but either way, it was a good performance for Greg Burnett. And then after that, pretty much loaded everything. Our director told us that we could use the bathroom because this is the only bathroom break we get. And then we used the bathroom. Oh, my voice. Excuse me. This is what happens when you talk so much. So after that, we made our trip back home. We played for one more school, which was Anson High School. It was a decently long drive from Wichita Falls. And yeah, we played for them. We played for pretty much their entire school, which I don't know if I have a video of it, but I don't know if I have a picture of it, of the one ensemble being Anson, or was it Anson? Yeah, no, it was Hamlin. Why did I say Anson? It was Hamlin High School. We pretty much played for the entire student body because that morning they had been TSI testing or ACT testing, whatever they were doing. So played for them, and then socialized a little bit, and then after that we had lunch in Anson. There were like three options. There's a supermarket not far from the bus where the bus was parked. There's a Subway and a DQ. And everyone and their mom decided to go to DQ, except for like me and a group of other people. We went to Subway, which yeah. And then after that, pretty much ate, and then met everyone else at DQ, and yeah. And after that, we loaded the bus. After everyone was done eating, we loaded the buses, headed straight back to San Angelo. I think I stayed awake during that time. Yeah. Headed back to San Angelo to do one last performance, one last recording of the entire concert, and yeah, pretty much after that final in that last piece, when ensemble was done for that year, for that semester. So, and I don't know if Ram Band was done for that year as well. I think it might have been. So, yeah. Yeah, when ensemble was pretty much done for that semester, and I cherished every moment of it. So, yeah, that was a really good moment. And then I had my last San Angelo chorus concert. Oh, by the way, I was in chorus in San Angelo chorus. So the first concert we did was Creation, obviously, and then the next concert we did was in December, called Is Now. So I think we did like a grand masterworks of a Spanish song or Hispanic song, and then other Christmas carols as well. So yeah, after that, San Angelo, of course, was done for that semester, and that pretty much wrapped up my first semester at Angelo State. And then finals happened, and juries, all that stuff, and then yeah, pretty much wrapped up my first semester there. So yeah, okay. Another thing that I didn't mention was Rain Band experience, which we had the Rain Band, us all, along with a few other high schools, including my alma mater and a few other West Texas schools that I saw. I think it was like my alma mater and then another West Texas school out there. that came in and joined us for Ramband Experience. And we pretty much did a military show theme for veterans, or for that game. And that the Ramband Experience game itself, it was a thriller. Like, what a football game. It was Angelo State versus Central Washington, and we won on a missed field goal. We won by, I think, 1 point, because the other team missed a field goal and a 2-point conversion. So yeah, we pretty much got the win there, and everyone was pretty hyped and all that. So yeah, pretty much that happened. Ramband Experience. So tell you what, I'm gonna end this recording here right now. And I will be back tomorrow to record the second semester of it. So stay tuned, y'all. So at this point, thank you guys for watching, and leave a like, subscribe as well, and I will catch you guys in another video. Good day.